a young woman from Russia, 2 children from China, and 2 great American patriots. What do they all have in common? If we work upon marble, it will perish. If on brass, time will efface. If we rear temples, they will crumble into dust. But if we work upon immortal minds and imbue them with principles, with the just fear of God and love of our fellow men, we engrave on those tablets something that will brighten to all eternity. That remarkable quotation about passing the quality of character and reverence and love from generation to generation is from Daniel Webster. Now, first of all, this is a good time to correct a mistake that I'm quite embarrassed I made a while back, and one of you was good enough to point it out to me in a very kind way, I might add. I accidentally confused the great constitutional lawyer and public speaker Daniel Webster with Noah Webster, who was not only responsible for the first American dictionary of the English language, but he also fought for the abolition of slavery and for universal education and for copyright laws. Both men were great Americans, fine examples of patriotism and of good character. I was trying to explain just what patriotism and good character mean to my children this morning. The word patriotism I found, of course, in Noah Webster's dictionary. Finding the definition of character in the dictionary was easy enough, but finding examples of good character was harder. So as I looked through my library of books and quotations, I stumbled on a letter written at least 60 years ago by a young Russian immigrant named Mary Anton as she sat on the steps of the Boston Public Library. It told me everything I needed to tell my children about both patriotism and character. This is my latest home, and it invites me to a glad new life. The endless ages have indeed throbbed through my blood, but a new rhythm of spirit dances in my veins. My spirit is not tied to the monumental past, any more than my feet were bound to my grandfather's house below the hill. No, it is not that I belong to the past, but the past belongs to me. America is the youngest of the nations and inherits all that went before in history, and I am the youngest of America's children, and into my hands is given all her priceless heritage, to the last white star espied through the telescope, to the last great thought of the philosopher. Mine is the whole majestic past, and mine the shining future. Just as Daniel Webster imagined, and in the language that Noah Webster defined, with this letter, Mary Anton, born in Russia, once the youngest of America's children, engraved on the immortal minds of my children, born in China, the great truth and miracle of America. And to her ode, to our country, my daughters responded with a haiku poem of their own. And here it is. American dream, I can become anything. My life can live now. I think Noah and Daniel would be proud.